I can imagine that when a company is growing, so for example, if a company starts, as a garage company with like 10 or 20 person, then it's much easier to access, to manage the access of the tools. But then when it's growing, I can imagine that a lot of people just still has access for things what they shouldn't have, or just what you explained, that they're moving departments. So this is like a natural thing which is happening with the company, isn't it?
Yes.
So nowadays, because there is so many access and rights that we have online.
It's interesting that you say so, because yes, we used to call it. I should say that I have a chemical engineering background. I call it the entropy effect, meaning that whatever the initial situation, entropy wins, and more problems arise, issues and dust under the carpet happens. So yes, it's why it's important to have references, and defining roles is a way to fight entropy, because you have a reference, you can do the comparison, and you can see that people don't have the appropriate set of access.
Yeah.
And having on top of that automated monitoring capabilities, so to monitor user access continuously, and raise alerts or alarms whenever you find that the least privilege principle or the need to know principle are not enforced on given users, due to multiple factors, and mostly due to the fact that it's just life. So people change, people are transferred to different organizations or have new roles in the organization, and somehow, as soon as this happens, the access that were legitimate for them at some point are not anymore.
Yeah.
So you have to monitor that all the time, and it's an ongoing effort to monitor that, because otherwise you create security vulnerabilities that you are not even aware of, and that are fully transparent to all the other security mechanisms you may have in place.
That's the worst vulnerabilities, isn't it? When we don't even know about it. Okay. Thank you so much, Cyril. I think
you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the video. I really appreciate that you went all the way to the end. I would appreciate also if you click the subscribe button, hit the bell, because every week we will be publishing some interesting topics on cybersecurity, CASM, IAM, IGA, and enterprise topics.